Frailty versus vitality. Someone laughing, learning, fully living. What's the secret to not just longevity, but truly thriving with joy? It's not just genes or luck. The empowering truth lies in intentional choices anyone can make. We'll unveil 5 life-changing lessons, grounded in true stories, wisdom, and science, helping you unlock a vibrant, fulfilling life at any age. These are practical tools, not just inspiration, designed to actively transform your future. Learn how continuous learning keeps spirits youthful, like a 92-year-old graduate. How strong social connections boost survival rates. The dietary habits of the world's longest-living people. And the incredible power of purpose, even inspiring marathon running at 95. Each lesson builds a foundation to add not just years to your life, but crucial life to your years, filled with passion and resilience. Stay with us to explore how to live better, longer, and make every moment count. Have you ever met someone in their 90s whose eyes still absolutely light up with passion when they talk about something that interests them? That spark? That's the power of our first secret. Always stay curious and never, ever stop learning. Now, when we talk about learning, we're not just talking about degrees or formal classrooms. We're talking about keeping that mind wide open, always hungry to explore the world around you, just like a child seeing things for the very first time. Why is this so incredibly crucial, especially as the years go by? Think of your brain like a muscle. If you don't use it, you lose it. Science is crystal clear on this. Constantly challenging your brain with new things, whether it's reading, solving puzzles, learning a new language, or picking up an instrument, doesn't just keep you sharper. It actively slows down age-related cognitive decline. It acts like a protective shield, significantly lowering the risk of conditions like Alzheimer's disease. But the benefits go way beyond just brain health. Curiosity is amazing fuel for the soul. When you stop seeking, stop exploring. It's easy to fall into stagnation, feeling like life is monotonous and your best days are behind you. But diving into a new passion, understanding a new subject, that ignites excitement, brings joy and meaning to your days, and boosts your feeling of competence and self-esteem. It also makes us more resilient, better able to adapt to life's inevitable changes with grace and enthusiasm. Just look at Benjamin Franklin, one of America's founding fathers. At 65, an age when many would comfortably retire, he was still deep in groundbreaking experiments with electricity, driven by an insatiable curiosity. His relentless questioning didn't just keep him sharp and purposeful, it literally shaped history. Or take the incredible story of Emma Thompson from Kansas. At 92 years old, she went back to college and earned her bachelor's degree, studying alongside students decades younger. And she didn't stop there. She went on to pursue a master's. Her story is a powerful reminder. It is never too late to learn and follow your passion. Learning has no expiration date. So how can we awaken and nurture that curious inner child every single day? It's simpler than you think. Read more about anything and everything that sparks your interest. Try learning a new skill, maybe a dance step, a new recipe, how to use a new app. Join a class, a club, or simply watch tutorial videos online. If you can, travel, explore new places, new cultures. Most importantly, always ask questions. Why is this like this? How does that work? Don't be afraid to seek answers. And listen to others, especially those with different viewpoints. That's a fantastic way to learn, too. Never think you know enough or that you're too old to learn. Keep that flame of curiosity burning bright, because as long as you stay curious, you are truly living, growing, and the most amazing things might still be just around the corner for you. If you enjoyed this video, comment 1 to let me know. If not, comment 2. Your thought matters to me either way. All right, let's talk about something incredibly important, a silent threat that creeps up on us, especially after the age of 80, physical inactivity. It sounds harsh, but the truth is, when we stop moving, we essentially start dying, little by little, day by day. Our strength, our flexibility, our vitality, it all begins to slip away. Think about it. When we sit still for too long, what happens? Our muscles weaken, a condition called sarcopenia, the age-related loss of muscle mass, becomes a real risk. Our joints stiffen. Our cardiovascular system loses its resilience. The warning signs are everywhere: increased risk of heart disease, cognitive decline, even the loss of our precious independence. These aren't distant threats. They are the painful reality for so many who let themselves become sedentary. But here's the empowering truth. There's a simple, potent antidote. Staying active, no matter how small the effort seems, can absolutely transform our health, our mood, and our lifespan. And here's the kicker. You don't need to become a marathon runner or a heavyweight lifter. It's not about grueling workouts. It's about finding joy in movement, weaving activity into the fabric of your daily life in a way that feels natural and exciting. Take Clara Johnson, reportedly one of the longest living women, reaching an incredible 120 years. Her secret wasn't some magic pill. It was movement, simple, consistent, joyful movement. She walked for miles every single day, well into her hundreds, proving the immense power of making movement a lifelong habit. Or look at the farmers in communities like Lancaster, Pennsylvania, known for their high number of centenarians. They walk, they work their land, they tend to their animals. They move their bodies purposefully every single day, not because they have to for exercise, but because it's simply part of who they are and how they live. The lesson is undeniable. Choosing the couch over activity isn't just about comfort. It's a choice that can steal years from your life and make it much harder to regain lost strength. So how do we fight back? How do we make movement a non-negotiable part of our lives? Find what lights you up. What makes your heart race with a bit of excitement? Is it a brisk walk in the park, dancing to your favorite songs, gardening, swimming, or maybe some gentle yoga or tai chi? Start small, but start. Even 30 minutes of moderate activity most days can dramatically reduce disease risks and boost your energy and lifespan. Weave it in. Take the stairs, park further away, get up and stretch during TV commercials. Make chores more active. Make it social. Walk with a friend, join a dance class. Connection makes it more fun. Listen to your body. Rest when you need to, but don't let rest turn into permanent inactivity. The science is crystal clear. Regular physical activity improves circulation, strengthens bones, releases mood-boosting endorphins, and powers up your brain. It's a holistic defense against aging. So, what's holding you back? The world is full of opportunities for movement, for joy, for vitality. Take that first step, and then just keep going every single day. Because your life, your health, and your future are absolutely worth it. Choose movement. Let's talk about something often overlooked, a silent epidemic that can genuinely shorten our lives. Loneliness. It's far more devastating than most people realize. We're not just talking about a fleeting feeling of sadness. Chronic loneliness is a serious health threat, with studies suggesting its impact can be as harmful as smoking 15 cigarettes a day or being obese. We simply cannot brush this aside. But on the flip side, there's an incredible force for good. a remarkable elixir for a long and vibrant life. Social connection. The importance of actively nurturing and maintaining our relationships cannot be overstated. Why is this so critical? Because deep down, humans are social creatures, hardwired for connection. Think back to our ancestors. They survived because they banded together. That ancient blueprint still runs through us today. Strong social bonds aren't just nice to have. They provide crucial emotional warmth, help reduce stress, strengthen our mental resilience, and even boost our physical health. The science is overwhelming. A massive analysis from Brigham Young University, looking at over 300,000 people, found that those with strong social ties had a 50% higher chance of survival over a given period compared to those with weak connections. And the famous Harvard study of adult development, tracking lives since 1938, revealed something astounding. The quality of your relationships at age 50 is a stronger predictor of your health and happiness at age 80 than your cholesterol levels or even your income. Loneliness doesn't just hurt, it can be deadly. Think about the legendary entertainer Bob Hope, who lived vibrantly to 100. Even in his later years, he was never alone, always surrounded by friends and laughter. His secret wasn't some magic supplement. It was his refusal to isolate himself or consider communities known for longevity, like the one described in Asheville, North Carolina, where lifelong friendships formed in childhood provide an essential emotional lifeline through the challenges of aging. So, how do we actively build and nurture this vital social circle, especially as life changes? It starts with intention. Here are some practical steps. Prioritize quality. Focus on a handful of deep, meaningful relationships rather than a vast network of acquaintances. Choose people who uplift you and share your values. Be proactive. Don't wait for others to reach out. Take the first step. Plan a coffee date, send a thoughtful text, make that call. Diversify your circle. While cherishing old friends, be open to new connections. Join a class, volunteer, meet people with different backgrounds and ages. Intergenerational relationships add incredible richness. Embrace vulnerability. Real connections are built on openness. Share your struggles and dreams, not just the highlights. It builds trust. Use technology wisely. Video calls and online groups can bridge distances, but don't let them completely replace face-to-face interaction. Give generously. Be supportive, listen deeply, celebrate successes, show up when needed without expecting anything in return. Stay committed. Work through disagreements with communication and forgiveness. Resilience in relationships mirrors resilience in life. Think of your social circle like a garden. You need to plant the seeds, nurture them with care, and watch them grow into a vibrant, life-sustaining force. In a world that often glorifies independence, remember how much we truly need each other. Social connection isn't a luxury. It's absolutely essential for a long, healthy, and happy life. You've heard the saying, "You are what you eat," right? Well, that phrase takes on a whole new level of meaning as we get older, especially past the 80-year mark. At this stage, every single meal becomes a direct investment in your future health and vitality. The choices you make at the dinner table today literally build the foundation for your tomorrow. Think about it. Food isn't just fuel. It's the raw material that rebuilds every cell in your body, keeping your organs and tissues functioning. Now, imagine feeding that complex system a diet loaded with processed foods, refined sugars, unhealthy fats, and artificial additives. It acts like a slow poison, gradually contributing to chronic inflammation, oxidative stress, and raising the risk of age-related diseases like heart disease, diabetes, and cognitive decline. These aren't abstract risks. They are the tangible consequences of neglecting mindful, intentional eating. But here's the exciting flip side. A diet rich in whole foods, brimming with vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and healthy fats, holds the key to resilience, longevity, and preserving sharp mental and physical function well into your golden years. Eating mindfully with purpose means investing in a future where you remain active, sharp, and vibrant. It's not just about living longer. It's about living well, having the energy to chase your dreams and enjoy every day. What does this look like in practice? Take inspiration from the world's longest-lived people. Many follow principles similar to the well-studied Mediterranean diet. Lots of vegetables, fruits, beans, lentils, nuts, whole grains, plenty of extra virgin olive oil, fish, especially those rich in omega-3s, moderate dairy, and very little red meat or sweets. This isn't a restrictive fad. It's a sustainable way of life proven to reduce the risk of numerous chronic diseases. Look at centenarians in places like Napa Valley. Their secret often lies in prioritizing plant-based foods like beans, lean proteins, and healthy fats, treating food as medicine rather than indulging mindlessly. Or consider someone like John Lee, an American herbalist said to have lived to 105, largely credited to a disciplined, nutrient-dense, plant-focused diet, including things like kale, blueberries, and walnuts. As we age, our bodies naturally become less efficient at absorbing nutrients, making nutrient-dense foods even more critical. Key players include antioxidants, found in colorful fruits and veggies, like blueberries and spinach. They fight off oxidative stress, a key driver of aging. Omega-3. Fatty acids, abundant in fatty fish, like salmon, and flax seeds. They reduce inflammation and support brain and heart health. Protein, essential for fighting age-related muscle loss, sarcopenia, and maintaining strength and independence. Good sources include beans, lentils, eggs, and lean meats. Fiber, from whole grains and produce, it promotes gut health, which is increasingly linked to immunity and even mood. The good news? Eating for longevity doesn't mean deprivation. It's about intention. Prioritize whole, minimally processed foods. Cook at home more often. Fill your plate with colorful plants. Aim for variety. Experiment with herbs and spices like turmeric and garlic for flavor and anti-inflammatory benefits. Eat mindfully. Savor your meals, don't rush. Share meals with loved ones. It amplifies the joy and connects back to our social well-being secret. The bottom line is simple. Your future is profoundly shaped by what you eat today. Choose wisely. Choose food that honors your body, nourishes your soul, and sets you on the path to a long, thriving life. We've arrived at our fifth and final secret, perhaps the most profound one of all. At the very heart of living a long and fulfilling life lies a simple, powerful truth. Purpose is the ultimate elixir for longevity. When you wake up each day with a reason to live, a why that drives you, everything changes. You're no longer just existing, you are truly living. Think about it. What's the real point of reaching 100 years or more if every day feels like a monotonous repetition of empty hours? If waking up feels like a battle? Purpose transforms that entirely. A deep personal sense of purpose isn't just some motivational buzzword. It's the very lifeblood of physical, mental, and emotional vitality. It's what pulls you forward when life gets tough, giving you the strength to endure and persevere. It's the compass that guides your choices and the unwavering fuel that keeps your spirit resilient. This final secret is all about finding your why, a reason for being that resonates so deeply it becomes the heartbeat of your existence. Now, This doesn't need to be some grand, world-changing ambition, though it certainly can be. Purpose can be found in nurturing your family, mastering a craft you love, contributing to your local community, or sharing your wisdom. It's about what makes you feel alive and fulfilled, what gives your life meaning and direction. And the power of purpose isn't just philosophical. It's backed by solid science. Study after study shows that individuals with a strong sense of purpose tend to live longer, healthier lives. Research from the Rush Alzheimer's Disease Center, for example, found that people with a clear purpose were significantly less likely to develop Alzheimer's disease and experience slower cognitive decline. That's right. Purpose actively protects your brain. Another major study published in The Lancet revealed that older adults with a strong sense of purpose had a lower risk of dying over a set period, even after accounting for factors like wealth and physical health. Purpose literally fortifies your body and mind against the ravages of time. What does purpose look like in action? Consider Tom Carter, the man said to have still been running marathons at age 95. He reportedly took up running later in life after losing his wife, driven by a burning desire to inspire others, especially younger generations, towards health and resilience. He wasn't just running for himself. He ran to show the world that age is just a number. Or think of the celebrated artist Grandma Moses. She only began painting seriously in her late 70s, after decades of farm life. Her vibrant art became her new purpose, bringing joy to millions and fulfillment to her own long life, which lasted until she was 101. In communities known for longevity, like those described in Lancaster, purpose is often woven into the fabric of daily life. Tending gardens that feed families, teaching traditional skills, serving as pillars of wisdom. They don't chase purpose, they live it. The beautiful thing is, purpose isn't fixed. It can evolve throughout your life. Maybe it starts with raising children, shifts to mentoring later on, or involves a lifelong devotion to a cause or passion. And crucially, it is never, ever too late to find or rediscover your purpose. Finding your why can be a deeply personal journey. It requires looking inward, being honest with yourself, and asking those big questions. What truly makes me feel alive? What unique contribution can I make, no matter how small? What would I regret not doing? The search itself is life-affirming. Because purpose isn't just about surviving, it's about thriving. It's about living each day with meaning, passion, and the certainty that what you do matters. Finding your purpose is the key to unlocking a life that's not only long, but filled with profound joy and satisfaction. So ask yourself, what's your purpose, and how can you bring more of it into your life, starting today? We've uncovered the profound impact of purpose, that essential why driving a fulfilling life. But knowing these 5 secrets, curiosity, movement, connection, nutrition, and purpose, is just the first step. The real journey, the one that truly transforms our later years, lies in weaving these principles into the very fabric of our daily lives, making them not just occasional acts, but consistent habits. How do we bridge the gap between understanding and living these secrets, especially when faced with life's inevitable hurdles? A crucial insight is realizing these 5 pillars aren't isolated. They are deeply interconnected, creating a powerful synergy that enhances overall well-being. Think of it like a tightly woven tapestry. Strengthening one thread reinforces the entire structure. Cultivating curiosity might lead you to a new hobby or class, naturally expanding your social circle. These new connections could inspire you to join a group activity, boosting your movement. Increased activity improves mood and sleep, often leading to better nutritional choices. And a strong sense of purpose frequently fuels the desire to stay mentally sharp, curiosity, physically able, movement, and engaged with others, connection. Making a small positive shift in one area often sparks improvements in others, creating an upward spiral toward greater vitality. However, translating knowledge into consistent action isn't always easy. We all encounter obstacles. Recognizing them is the first step to overcoming them. Perhaps the most common hurdle is inertia, or a lack of motivation. Old habits feel comfortable, and the thought of significant change can be overwhelming. The antidote? Start incredibly small. Forget drastic overhauls. Aim for tiny, manageable steps. A 5-minute walk, learning one new thing, reaching out to one friend. These small victories build momentum. Also, reconnecting with your purpose, your why, can provide the essential fuel to push through that initial resistance. Why do you want to make these changes? Keep that reason front and center. Time constraints feel universal in our busy world. The key is often integration. Look for opportunities to blend these habits into your existing routine. Can you walk during a phone call? Listen to something educational during your commute. Plan active social outings. Combine learning with relaxation. Make healthy habits fit into your life, rather than seeing them as separate, time-consuming additions. Physical limitations, such as chronic pain or reduced mobility, are also a significant reality for many. It's easy to feel discouraged. But remember, movement doesn't have to mean intense exertion. Gentle activities like swimming, stretching, chair exercises, or Tai Chi offer tremendous benefits. Learning can happen through listening if reading is difficult. Adaptation is key. Focus on what you can do, modify activities as needed, and always seek guidance from healthcare professionals to find safe and effective options for your specific situation. Don't underestimate the power of mindset. Negative self-talk. I'm too old. It's too late. I'm not disciplined enough. Can sabotage your best intentions. Actively challenge these limiting beliefs. Replace "I can't" with "How can I approach this differently?" Focus on progress, not perfection. Celebrate your efforts, however small. Remember the inspiring examples we discussed. It truly is never too late to learn, move, connect, eat well, and find purpose. Lastly, your environment and social support system matter. If you lack encouragement or are surrounded by unhealthy influences, staying on track is harder. This is where building accountability and controlling your environment come in. Share your goals with a supportive friend or family member. Join groups that share your interests. Make healthy choices the easy choices. Keep nutritious food visible and accessible. Lay out your walking shoes. Schedule time for learning or social calls. Embracing these 5 secrets is a lifelong journey, a continuous practice of mindful choices. There will be good days and challenging days. You might stumble or lose motivation temporarily. That's perfectly normal. Be kind to yourself. The aim isn't flawless execution, but rather consistent effort and intention. Focus on the overall direction, learn from setbacks, and gently guide yourself back. Each conscious choice, each small step you take towards curiosity, movement, connection, nourishment, and purpose strengthens your resilience and weaves another vibrant thread into the rich, meaningful, and potentially very long life you are creating. So, there you have them. 5 powerful secrets, 5 intentional choices that can profoundly shape not just how long you live, but how well you live. Nurturing your curiosity, moving your body like your life depends on it, cultivating deep social connections, eating with purpose, and finding your unique reason to wake up each morning. As we've explored, these aren't just vague ideas. They are practical strategies backed by science and real-life examples. They remind us that the key to a vibrant later life isn't locked away in genetics or luck, but lies within the choices we make every single day. Together, these secrets weave a tapestry of a life lived with more energy, resilience, joy, and profound satisfaction. They don't just add years to our life, they add life to our years. Remember, it's never too late to start. You don't have to overhaul your entire life overnight. The journey to a longer, richer life begins with small, consistent steps. Now take a moment to reflect. What's one thing you've heard today that truly resonated with you? What's one small action, inspired by one of these secrets, that you can bring into your own life, starting today? Perhaps it's picking up that book you've been meaning to read, taking a short walk after dinner, calling that friend you haven't spoken to in a while, adding more colorful vegetables to your plate, or simply taking a few quiet minutes to think about what truly matters to you. If you enjoyed this video, comment 1 to let me know. If not, comment 2. Your thought matters to me either way,